Hello. So today we are going to make a SQL instance in Google Cloud. So this is a service provided by Google Cloud. To have SQL instance, navigate to the Cloud SQL, click on create an instance. You can choose between these options: MySQL, Postgres, SQL Server, and you can also choose LloydDB. So as of now, for our demo, I'm using MySQL right now. Choose MySQL. You can give any name MySQL and password, or you can specify as a no password as well. But uh, I'll just give one password. So in here you can have a comparison. What kind of addition you want? It is a production or it's a development. So it's you can see the change in the memory, storage, and data cache and availability zone. So even the maintenance order. So these are the differences you can see. Even in here, if I put the sandbox, we can see memories 8 GB, 10 GB storage, and we have a maintenance order of 1 week. So likewise, we can select here. I'm just going to keep it development right now, and I'm going to use region Paris. So I'll give a single zone, not a multi-zone. And once later we'll see the detailed configuration, right? Show other options like what shape we can specify. We can make it to vCPU. We can customize, even we can decrease the storage further. It is 250 right now. I can change to 10 GB for our example. And connection is using public or private. It depends the configuration how we have configured. Do you want to expose it this service to the all the people or not? And then we can add the network, whosoever want to access it, or whosoever is authorized to access it. Then there's a data protection. It shows that the Google Cloud will take the backup daily, and 15 backups will be maintained, and the backup window will be from 5 to 10. You can customize all this configuration. Even in here, the maintenance window can be any window, or you can specify the specifically, like on Sunday you want the maintenance to happen in during this period. There could be a possibility of upgrades, because we are using a software service, so we are not going to do the installation of the SQL ourselves. It's a Google who has already done the installation of the SQL, and we are just going to use the services. So let's create the instance. It will take a few minutes to create the instance. So once the instance is getting created, I can show you the other features like these. Here we can create the users in this particular tab, whosoever are supposed to access this SQL instance. Then here is the database. We can create the database from here, and then we can have the connections, specify, authorize the network, whosoever should connect to this database. And this is a security. Do you want the SSL to be required or not? So here we can enable the API for connectivity testing. So as it is mentioned, instance is created. This may take a few minutes. While the operation is running, you may continue to view the information about the instance. So here is the information. This is a connection name. IP is not yet assigned. It will be assigned later. This is a configuration like we are going to use two vCPUs, 16 GB memory, 10 GB storage for our demo. And this particular card shows the maintenance or information. Here we can see the all other information like CPU utilization, disk read write operation, data traffic in and out, active connections log, entries, database log. So all this information can be seen from the system inside, and this is a query inside. So it gives the detailed information about the queries. So still the creation is in process. Public IP has been assigned. This is the public IP for my instance. This is a place where we can see the errors and the log information. And this is the service account. So as soon as it gets spin up on the instance, it will fetch the information and populate the information in here in the tile in the cards. So we'll wait for this to get spin up. So now the instance has been created. We can see the information in here. So this is the logs information, and for all detailed information you can go here. So once the instance has been created, how we can connect? I have I'm just going to connect with my local system. So first I'll install the SQL client. So once the MySQL is installed, you can see the SQL executable file here. So what I'll do, I'll just create a database here. I'll create the database MySQL test 14 June 2024. I'll create as user. I'm just giving access to all the to any host like this. Any host can authenticate, and in connections in networking, I'll specify my specific IP. What is my IP? My PC, and it has to be in CIDR configuration. So this is how I can specify, and then click save. Go in summary. You'll see this is my public IP, and now I'll connect to my SQL instance from my personal laptop.
So I'll just run show databases. I can see my database, which we have created through the GCP console. So this is how we can create the SQL server, and we can access from our system. And if required, we can do the program and access from the programmatically. So that's all. Thank you.